Hello, friend. I have been gone for so long and I am so excited to be back. Let me tell you what's been going on with me. I'm not sure if anybody's even noticed that I've been gone, but it's been about probably over 2 weeks since I've uploaded any videos. I've been so busy at work and I haven't done anything really in any other area of my life except for work, to be honest. I have just been super busy. And because of that, my house is a disaster. My car is a mess. My bills are who knows where because I haven't been paying attention to them. And I haven't done any kind of cash stuffing or saving or anything. Now, the good news is I also haven't been doing any spending. So that's good. Because when you're busy, sometimes you just can't even get to the store to spend any money. However, I have completed a whole bunch of things for work. I am this weekend taking my life back. I am taking back my house, my car, my finances, my bills, and I'm just gonna breathe and I'm gonna start over. I don't actually feel like I'm starting over, but I definitely feel like I am way behind, so I need to get organized. And I thought, what better way than to start with Frugal Friday, because I've missed the last 2 Fridays and I am ready to save. Let's get right into it. We're gonna count up and see how many quarters we have to save with today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, that's what happens when you don't save your quarters for 2 weeks, but that's great. So I'm gonna do, gosh, this is the struggle I have almost every time on a Frugal Friday. So first, let me explain for anyone who might be new. First of all, thank you so much for being here. And for those of you who are not new, thank you for coming back and sticking with me during my absence. But Frugal Friday is usually posted on Fridays, and I take the savings challenges that I made that are intended to be saved with coins, particularly quarters, and I put them into this tub here, and I am saving them all year until December 31st, and then on January 1st we will count this up and see how much I've saved over the entire year. But for now, let's start. So I think what I want to do is I have 12. I don't think any of these are really close enough to finish. I might put them all into Bundle of Hearts because I have 2 sort of holiday themed ones that are coming up for October that I'd really like to start. And these are both free in my Ko-Fi shop. This is called Spooky Stack, and it's 3 little pumpkins stacked on each other. And then this one is called Pumpkin Kitty, and this is clearly a pumpkin with a kitty on top. And the reason I save these with quarters, I made them this way so that you could save 1, 2, 3, 4 quarters and know that this is $1 and then just count them up easily. So same for this one. So you could, if you wanted to save with something else, you could save like 3 dimes or 3 quarters here. But if you colored in each of these, that would be obviously $1. So you can certainly choose how you want to play these. But I think for today, Bundle of Hearts, because I want to get one of these finished so that I can start one of my October like Halloween ones. So let me grab my marker. Actually, it's not that one. I think it's this one here. And we're going to color in 12 today. So let's see. I'm going to put a little dot into each one so I can talk while I color. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Great. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have 7 more quarters to save. So $1.75. And at the end of this, we'll have saved 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $8 in quarters. Love that. Okay. So I'm going to color this while I chat with you about my finances, because I think I had two big events with volunteers. I work in a nonprofit. So I had 2 big events with volunteers last week. And then this past week, so I guess the week before last, but this past week, I've been preparing for a donor appreciation event that we have. And it's just been a lot of work. This was the first year that I've sort of taken the lead on it. And it's I'm going into my second year of this job. So it was a lot, and it took up a lot of my sort of time and my efforts and my mental capacity. And so that's sort of where I've been. But in the meantime, I've left my finances to kind of just float around in the breeze. And I'm going to be honest when I tell you, let me put these in, that it has messed up a lot of stuff. And I say this as sort of a precautionary tale because this hasn't really happened to me recently. And I feel like I don't know. I'm trying to talk through about myself, like what's going on with me. But I think what happened is I got busy, time got away from me, and I paid a couple of the bills, but then I took out money. So I have, honestly, guys, look at this. I have $180 in this envelope that I took out like on the 16th. And I think it's like a week ago. So I've got all of this. I don't know why these are turned the wrong way, but I've got $180 here. Apparently it's mostly in, I don't even remember going to the bank. Tens and ones. I think it's because I just didn't have time to fill out my cash planning. But I knew how much I needed because of my paycheck budget. So thankfully I had that. And so I knew I needed $180. So I took that out of the bank, left it in the envelope, put it in my glove box, and I haven't touched it until now. So here's the problem, guys. I lost my paycheck budget for September. I don't know where it is. I don't know what I did with it. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with this $180. I know I'm supposed to cash stuff it, but I don't know where because I lost it. I mean, it's so ridiculous and it's like almost comical. I'm not super worried about it because I will recreate it. I'm going to have to recreate it. So that is my plan for tomorrow is I'm going to just sit down with all of my finances and just do a deep dive to figure out where I'm at with all my bills, where I'm at with, did they get paid? I think I have kept up with most of my bills. So honestly, like I'm not worried about bills not being paid and like that would be super, super serious. More so it's like, I just haven't done any savings challenges. I haven't done any cash stuffing and I get paid again this coming Friday. So I have to have this straightened out. I got to get my head on straight in order to move forward. I think what I want to say here is for myself, don't ignore your finances. Don't ignore your money. I wasn't ignoring it on purpose in the beginning, but I think what happened a little bit is that the further and further away I got from taking this money out of the bank, the easier it was for me to just not do it and not do it and not do it. And I won't say that I was like burying my head in the sand about it, but I definitely think that I would think about doing this cash stuffing or sitting down to balance my checkbook. And then I'd be like, well, but I'm really tired and maybe I'll just do it tomorrow. Like I'll do it the next day. And then the next day, like nothing happened. And then here we are and it's like 2 weeks later and I don't know what's happening. So I want to just put this out there. This is like it's kind of like a debt confession, only it's not exactly debt, but it's like a finances confession, is that I have been severely neglecting my finances. I do not do my Monday morning routine anymore, which I was being very consistent with it. I would look at my bank account every morning. I would look at all my investments. I would look at all my savings accounts and just get a sense of like where I am with everything. Haven't done that. But tomorrow I turn over a new leaf and I'm going to start it all over again. And I'm here again to be accountable. The reason I started doing YouTube and making these videos really was to keep myself accountable, because I thought I will make it a habit. I will get a routine and I'll film certain kinds of videos like the cash planning, the cash stuffing, the savings challenges. And then I broadened it into like, I'm going to do the quarter challenges and then maybe I'll start doing like minis. And then I started month ahead, which all of this has been going so well. And I think I just let my job just kind of derail me. And that's my own fault. Like everybody has to work, right? I mean, most of us, I think, have to work. I don't know how those of you who have like full-time jobs, you do your YouTube, you have children, especially young children. You have Etsy shops, Ko-Fi shops, side hustles. I don't know. I don't know how I am managing. I'm clearly not managing very well, but I do have a full-time job. Of course, I have a house and stuff and a grown 20-year-old child. I do have multiple side hustles, and that's, I think, largely what happened to me last weekend is that I'm plant sitting, I was babysitting, I was cleaning houses, all of that in addition to my actual job. So I'm not trying to make excuses, but I think I am just trying to get a sense of where I went off the rails, like, so to speak, because I didn't go off the rails like in spending. And I think that's typically what has happened to me in the past is like, I don't know. Have you ever done this where you just feel like you're spending more than you should be? And then it's just easy to continue with that pattern of like not stopping yourself and just being like, well, I've already spent it. What's another $20 more? Or what's another $50 or $100 more? I think that's how my past has been with spending is like, well, I've already spent it. I may as well just, not worry about it. Just keep spending. So I'm happy to say that that is not what's happening here. But what's happening here instead is just kind of turning my head to the side and being like, I don't want to look at this right now. I don't have time. I'll do it later. But later never came. And so I'm all discombobulated and I'm all confused and I don't know where things are and I can't find my paycheck budget. And so I don't know where to put this, but I'm going to figure it out and I'm going to come back, and I want to invite you to come back with me and see if I can figure out what to do with this $180. But in the meantime, I will say I've got my coins all saved up for the last 2 weeks, actually. So this is where we're at for the last 2 weeks. I'm going to have the Fox at the ready to collect any quarters for this week. I have moved my grocery money from my binder into my wallet, so I'm good to go for grocery shopping this week. And I've got all these guys that are going to go back into my savings challenges, and I am going to do some savings challenges this week too, because I'm committing to it. So hopefully you will stick with me. I hope I can get a couple more subscribers, a lot more watch hours. I am still plugging along on my journey to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So excited, so appreciative of everybody who's here and watching and supporting. And I am just so grateful, so thankful. And I think that's all I've got for today, but I'll see you in the next one.